What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and Discussion for Thursday, June 8th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, taking a quick look at the tropics this morning. We don't have anything expected to develop within the next 7 days. And as you can clearly see, you guys, dry air and high pressure is still ruling the tropical Atlantic here across the eastern and central part of it. As we start to move on into the Caribbean, you guys, you can see we do have this plume of moisture that is constantly being drawing northward here into this troughiness here up across parts of the northern Atlantic here, which is giving eastern Cuba, Jamaica, some very flooding, nasty rains here, you guys. But as we continue into the Gulf of Mexico, everything is all dry and quiet. Even here across the eastern Pacific, it is dry and quiet. Nothing expected to develop within the next 7 days. So if you haven't done so, you guys, please be sure to subscribe so as the Storm Prediction Center and National Hurricane Center pushes out their updates. I have them posted here right in my shorts and community section right on the fly for you guys. Now, as we take a look at the lower 48, you guys, you can see we still have this unusual deep trough here across the Great Lakes in New England. And with these wildfires that's going on here around Quebec, Canada, that is spreading all of that smoke here into the lower 48, you guys, we have air quality alerts all the way down to the Gulf Coast today. So this is nothing to play around with, you guys. So if you are sensitive, any kind of condition sensitive to air, please be very cautious with being out and about. If you don't have to be out, please do not be out, especially in the Northeast around the New York area, because the air quality is very bad. Even getting into Pennsylvania, that air quality is bad all the way into parts of the Midwest, Minnesota, you guys. So please be on the lookout. But yes, it's very interesting that all that is going on, and we have an unusual deep trough to send all that down here across parts of the lower 48. But hey, that's a different topic for a different day, you guys. So we're going to continue on with the weather. We do have a little upper feature here across Texas that's going to potentially bring some severe weather for parts of central and southeast Texas, the Houston area, Waco area. We still have this upper low here spinning across California and Nevada here that is still constantly bringing in some showers and thunderstorms. They may get a break here with the severe weather today in this area, but we still will be on the lookout for some thunderstorms that could potentially produce some isolated hail and gusty winds across parts of the western United States, you guys. Now, as we pause this and let's get into the convective outlook, you guys. Let me take all the surface plots off. Oh, all right, let's go. All right, let's get the extended water vapor off. All right. All right, you guys. Convective outlook day one. Here we go. You can see the Storm Prediction Center has three areas under a marginal risk of severe weather. First area here across parts of southern Georgia into coastal South Carolina. You have the second area here across deep South Texas, central southeast Texas here, you guys. And then we have another area across parts of central and eastern Montana, extending into much of North Dakota, down into parts of east central South Dakota, you guys. Let's check the probability. And as you can see, we're not expecting any tornado spin ups today. So that is good news, you guys. Hail probability across all of the marginal risk areas from, well, not all the marginal risk areas, you guys, not across parts of Montana, but from South Dakota on, I mean, North Dakota on down to South Dakota, we do have that 5% chance of hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter. Same here across parts of deep South Texas, even parts of Southeast Texas, the Houston area, and even here across parts of southern Georgia, coastal South Carolina, we can see that hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter. Same with the winds across these marginal risk areas. Winds could be 55 to 60, gusting to 70, you guys. As we take a look at the HRRR to see just how all of this is going to play out during the next 48 hours, you guys. All right, we're going to start this here at 12 o'clock. All right, you guys, and as you can see here, we do have Some clusters of showers and thunderstorms that's going to be ongoing here across parts of the southern Florida peninsula. Maybe even have some showers here up across parts of the northeast here, you guys, and even across here parts of extreme eastern Oregon and northern Montana may have some isolated cells starting to pop off, you guys. We head on to parts of the latter afternoon into the evening hours. You can see, look at the cells here up across parts of North Dakota here that could be producing that isolated hail and damaging winds. Even here up across parts of southeast Texas, around the Houston area, look at these strong cells that we have down here. Could be producing that hail and locally gusty winds, you guys. As we move on to the overnight hours, you guys, you can see here it really starts to increase in coverage here across parts of east central Montana, you guys. So we will be on the lookout for some heavy rains as well that could be producing some isolated instances of flash flooding. But other than that, hail and damaging winds could be possible going into the overnight hours here across parts of eastern Montana. You guys, we head to convective outlook day 2 tomorrow. And you can see, you guys, we do have a marginal risk of severe weather across parts of the Florida Panhandle, extending down towards the east coast of the Florida's peninsula. And we do have another secondary area of a marginal risk of severe weather, which does include parts of eastern Colorado, extending into west central Kansas, west central Oklahoma here, you guys, and extending into parts of the Texas Panhandle and western parts of Northwest in West Texas, you guys. As we check the probability for tomorrow to see just how these storms are going to be doing, no tornado threat spin up. That is good news. Hail, we do have a 5% chance across the marginal risk areas tomorrow for that hail pushing 1 to 1.5 inch. And the same for the winds, a 5% chance for those winds 50 to 60, gusting to 70, you guys, on Friday. Now, as we continue to HRRR out, and as you can see, by Saturday morning, we could have some showers. I mean, not Saturday morning, Friday morning, you guys. We could have some showers here up across parts of Washington here, and even extending down across the extreme southern Florida peninsula around the Miami area. Could see some rain early Friday morning. As we head to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you guys, you can see here, we're going to have some showers and thunderstorms littered and cluttered here across parts of the Northwest. Even some showers and thunderstorms go ongoing here across New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, up across the Northeast. Just some isolated showers here ongoing across parts of the southern Florida peninsula around the afternoon. We head into the evening hours tomorrow, you guys. As you can see, look here across the Florida's eastern peninsula around Cape Canaveral here. Could see some isolated strong storms. Even look here across parts of southwestern Texas, you guys. Some isolated showers, maybe a strong thunderstorm or two, producing that hail and locally gusty winds. And even extending on into parts of eastern Colorado, you guys. Look here, even up across parts of South Dakota, Nebraska, and Iowa for Friday, late Friday afternoon into the evening hours. We could see a cluster of showers and thunderstorms, which could be producing some small nickel-sized hail and isolated gusty winds in this part of the country as well, you guys, for tomorrow. As we go, as far as the HRRR will take us out, which will be 1 a.m. on Saturday. You can see here we will still have some showers and thunderstorms possibly from South Dakota extending down into Nebraska, Oklahoma, even have some showers here across parts of western and central Iowa and extreme northwest Missouri. Could have some rain here during the overnight hours on Friday going into Saturday. And we may even possibly have a cluster of showers and thunderstorms here across parts of central Texas, you guys. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to share, like, and subscribe so you guys can all stay up to date and weather aware. And before we leave on out of here, we're going to segue into convective outlook day 3. And as you can see, the Storm Prediction Center does have a huge slight risk of severe weather already in play here for the Arklatex. This does include Dallas, Waco, Lufkin, Shreveport, extending on up to Oklahoma City, Norman, Wichita Falls, Fort Smith. All these areas are under a slight risk. The marginal risk includes the Houston area, extending as far east as the New Orleans area. As far north as just about to Jackson, Mississippi, Little Rock, Springfield, Missouri, Wichita, Kansas, Garden City, Kansas will all be under a marginal risk. And this is for Saturday, you guys. So the severe weather threat is probably going to be, I would not be surprised if parts of this slight risk does turn into an enhanced risk, you guys. And the probabilities here, you can see we do have a 15% chance already for all hazards here, possibly across parts of Oklahoma, northeast, north central, northeast Texas, extending into parts of northwest Louisiana and southwest Arkansas here, you guys. So we will definitely keep a lookout on this situation as the days continue to move along. That's going to be it for this one, you guys. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.